12 o'clock turn up.
Say that.
Wait, last year you said freshman Radiohead, so this year what's their name?
Yeah, I thought it was that. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Keaton Jack. You are on the 12 o'clock turn up with WHITradio.org, Hudson's County Schools of Technology. Today on our show, we have Aaliyah, Stephanie, Salma, Javier, Cassandra, Thea, and Alessandra, as well as myself, Keaton Jack. So we are all in the studio, ready to turn up and get some good stories and information to you guys. So first, the boardwalk that was stronger than the storm, but not the fire. Aaliyah.
Okay, so I wonder if you guys heard yesterday about the fire that ravaged the Seaside Heights boardwalk yesterday. It began around 2:15 p.m. in the afternoon at a frozen custard stand spread over 6 blocks of the boardwalk and destroyed a total of 20 businesses. Now, it took about 400 firefighters from 35 different engine companies to battle this fire from about 4 in the afternoon to very late into the night.
So it started from a frozen yogurt
A
stand?
frozen yogurt stand.
Wow.
Whose frozen
Wow.
yogurt stand?
I am not sure about the name, but frozen yogurt stand.
Wow.
That's
Okay.
crazy.
I'm thinking it might have been a cigarette. Like,
I heard
they're saying that it
cigarette.
started underneath the
Oh,
frozen
okay.
custard stand, but
All that work for no reason.
Yeah,
Is there
80% of
anything
it
on
was
whether-
ruined.
Do you know if they're going to still try and rebuild it, or will it be ready for next summer?
there's no word on that yet. I know they were still trying to rebuild from Sandy,
Yeah.
and the repair cost of that was about 16 million, even though it was estimated to only be about 8. So
Wow.
they have some work ahead of
Yeah.
them.
Next we have Javier Crespo on the Yankees sports baseball.
Remember last year we were talking about getting into the season. Now we're almost done with the season, and the ones thought of as the gone Yankees, all of a sudden, they are in the playoff hunt. They're 1 game out of the Tampa Bay Rays. If you look at their stats, they've honestly really been underachieving. They're 14th in runs, 22nd in batting average, 21st in on-base percentage, and 24th in slugging percentage. This is out of 30 teams. What does that tell you? The Yankees are terrible, and we have no idea how they're in the playoff hunt right now. Yesterday, it was a nice win over the Orioles, even though they almost blew it near the end. And that's pretty much been the story of the year. You have a shaky bullpen, because all of a sudden Mariano Rivera, he forgot how to throw. You have guys that have been shaky recently, David Robertson, Joe Kelly. But overall, you just have a team right now that they're really winning near the end. They're not really accomplishing much, but they're in it, so you can't really complain if you're a Yankee fan.
Well, not a good season for the Yankees.
Not at all.
On a different topic of entertainment, as you all know, the MTV's aired on TV about a couple weeks ago, and Macklemore won Most Inspiring Song about that song about homosexuality, and Jason Collins, a player who is openly gay in the NBA about being gay, came out with A$AP Rocky. And there was a lot of controversy on A$AP Rocky's his facial expressions and gestures because it seemed awkward. He wasn't looking directly into the camera as if he didn't even know he was in the shot. He was standing very, very far away from Jason Collins, and he also tripped up on his speech. Many people were saying that he was acting homophobic. And A$AP Rocky, being the person he is, he came out and apologized. He said, "In no way was I intending to be homophobic. Rather, he just didn't know what he was doing until he went home and actually saw it." And he apologized to Jason Collins, and he actually has gay people in his family. So, any feedback on this? Cassandra, Allie, Thea?
Well, I mean, it is an inspirational song, and I guess I didn't really know what A$AP did. I didn't see it during the award ceremony, but I guess that was really messed up to even make those faces, even if he has, like, gay people in his family.
Yeah, I was just focused on, like, the inspirational song and how, like, I personally love it. I think it's
it
amazing.
sounds great.
Yeah.
It's a good song.
But even if you have gay people in your family, doesn't mean that you're not homophobic. I mean, you can't just use that and patch it all up saying, "Oh, I can't be homophobic because I have gay people in my family."
Well,
Yeah,
I actually saw the VMAs, and when
ASAP delivered, his speech, he was actually in an awkward position, so like in an awkward posture. So I can see where viewers took it off as he was being homophobic, and he was really uncomfortable trying to like introduce the song and everything.
You just
it
had
was
to
really
be
awkward when
really
he
careful.
did that. I think everybody else noticed, and maybe we're thinking too much of it, but I think he should have been aware of what people are seeing in his posture in terms of that.
Nowadays, you definitely have to be careful, especially on the MTVs.
Yeah,
And it's a
Javier,
hard
you had something
subject.
to
I
say.
think it's we're making too much of ASAP and not enough of Jason Collins because, I mean, he's the one that's put in the uncomfortable situation. But now instead of looking at, wow, how does Jason Collins feel? We're like, ASAP Rocky, he's a homophobic. So I think we're focusing on the wrong part.
And in other world news, the FA, the British Football Association, there's a lot of racial diversity with that because they banned the word yid. And Leah will tell us what that means.
Okay, well, the English Football Association has a history of being especially sensitive to the Jewish community. Now they're moving to ban the use of the Y word. Many fans that were Jewish themselves would call themselves the Yid Army, and the Football Association has warned them that continued use of the word will lead to criminal charges. Now, what is the Y word? The Y word is Yid. It comes from the word Yiddish to describe a Jewish person. It's described as derogatory and offensive to many people, and so they're moving to ban it. The FA spoke about this, saying that it comes down to context, and even though minority people may use derogatory terms toward themselves in order to reclaim the word, it's still a derogatory word. So.
Well, this has been our show. Unless anyone else has any last words, I guess. But yeah. So this has been the 12 o'clock turn up. We're with WHITradio.org, HCST online. We were turned up today, I think. Yeah. Today on our show we had Aaliyah, we had Stephanie, Salma, Javier, Alessandra, Thea, Cassandra, and myself. We talked about Yid. We talked about ASAP Rocky and homophobia. We talked about
The Yankees.
Seaside Height, and we talked about the Yankees as well as Pretty Flacco. So we will see you guys next week. Goodbye.
Bye.
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 That was like 10 minutes.
Yeah, that was really fast.
o'clock turn up.